Hello everybody, I'm Allie, this is Ayla, and this is Midgie. And Midgie recently had an eye injury, and being able to catch an injury early is really important to actually treating it. So you need to have a good baseline of what to do to check your horse. You should be checking your horse every day. Number one, physical appearance of the horse. Of course, you got a little mud. If you have mud, it's important. Get it off there as soon as possible. Make sure that there's no skin abrasions or that there's no blood or that your horse hasn't cut themselves. Because they're muddy, sometimes you don't see those things. So overall, look at your horse. Now, it's really important that you look at all aspects of your horse. Start at the eyes. If you see any kind of discharge in the eye, that can be normal if it's clear. Now, if it starts to change any color or texture, that can indicate infection. Call your vet, figure out what to do at that point. Ears, also, they can be kind of sensitive and overly sensitive, but you can also have ear mites in your ears. And it's good to be able to check those ears, especially with a sensitive horse right now. It's not feeling very good. So that's something, if they don't let you touch their ears, that's something that you might need to work with too. Now, overall, we're just going to talk about going down the spine of your horse. Of course, she's a mini. So you could take your hand, and it has to be either on a knuckle or at the ends of your fingers. If you have nails, use a knuckle. But you're going to run your hand down all the way on either side of the spine of the horse. Now, if the horse acts out while you do this, you can use a brush, but if the horse acts out, that means that they're quite possibly, like right there, that could be a sore spot. If they act sore in any places, this could mean that your horse might need some kind of body work done, whether it be a massage or it needs to be chiro. And also, if your horse is showing pain anywhere on the region, especially if you'll walk around here, if your horse is showing pain anywhere where you're going to put a saddle, especially if you run your hands down the side of the spine, and if she starts to flinch or hurt herself right there, that could indicate that's not a good time to ride your horse, and you need to address that before you ride your horse. Otherwise, you could damage your horse, or your horse could damage you by throwing you off or doing or acting out while you're trying to ride. So it's a good assessment. All right. Okay. The next thing you need to really assess is the legs of your horse. Now, you should be able to pick up your horse's legs on a daily basis because you are going to need to pick out their hooves, especially if you have a mud or if you have anywhere that has little rocks or anything like that, because that can bruise the bottom of the foot. So even on a mini, you should be able to pick up their foot, look at it, and take a hoof pick and be able to pick out their hooves. Now, if they're giving you any kinds of problems, or if their leg seems to be sore, this is a good time for you to look at the horse's leg and determine if there's anything wrong with it. All right, the back end of the horse, something you probably don't want to think about, but especially if you have a horse with white, they can have skin back there that is pink. That can also mean that if they do have pink skin, it's possible that they can develop skin cancer unless you want to go ahead and treat that. So on your daily fly spray, check everything, groom, and also in the summer months you want to apply a sunblock. Now you want to be able to pick up your horse's tail and kind of take a look under there. Now, sorry, this is when you're going to be able to pick up, make sure that there's really nothing wrong back there. So also, if your horse has diarrhea, you're going to be able to tell that. So always check your horse's tail. I know it's horrible, but check in the butt. Thank you so much for joining us on today's video. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And remember, to see more lessons, check out our playlist.